I love testing secrets in Brookhaven, but the police officer doesn't like me doing that. He's always following me. And if I test one more secret in Brookhaven, I'm going to be banned from the game. I don't know why he's doing this to me. He said, secrets are forbidden in the city. Do you understand? And obviously, I understood that. But that's not very cool. I'm forbidden to test secrets in the city, but I don't care about that. Today, I'm going to test secrets even if I'm banned from Brookhaven, because I don't care. And for that, I called a friend who's going to help me do this. He said, do you want to be banned from Brookhaven? I'm going to test secrets even if that makes me banned. So I asked him to follow me. Guys, now he's coming here, and as a protest I took this item, and there's a really cool secret with this item. If I fly like this, literally I stay gliding. But that's not as cool as it seems. But there's a bug that you can do that makes you fly really far away. And for that I have to move like this. And now I'm literally going to start flying. Really? This is the best way to fly. Simply this is amazing. And now I can fly wherever I want. And guys, the police officer is passing here in front. He doesn't even know what's happening here. Actually, he's going to the border. They built this border just for me. Guys, this is really weird. I don't know why they did this for me. And now the two are talking. But my friend is coming here, and this is very good. Finally, he ended up arriving here. Actually, he fell under the bridge. Now he arrived here, and we're observing these police officers. Look, let's test more secrets. So much that he's coming here, and he realized that we're here. But I'm going to test a secret in front of him. I'm literally going to jump here, and I'm going to fly really far away. This way I can fly away. And I don't think he's very happy, because he's coming here. He really wants to arrest me just because I tested a bug. But I'm going to fly farther away, and I'm not going to let him arrest me. Literally, I'm not going to let you do that. In fact, he even tried to hit me. But now I'm going to test a real secret. If I get to the cemetery and jump exactly here, I'm in a totally secret place that I really doubt you've seen before. And now he's arrived here. But there's a problem. He knows where I am. This is worse than it looks. He knows that I'm here. Okay, I raised my hands, and I'm being kicked out of Brookhaven. This is the worst thing that could happen. Literally, I'm being kicked out. Up here, look, this is very unfair. Instead of you chasing criminals, you're chasing me, even though I'm an innocent person. So much so that my friend saw this, and now he's coming here. But guys, literally, I can't get in here. The police stay here all day to stop me from leaving here. He said, let him enter. He only tested a secret, but the police officer is looking at him and said, secrets are forbidden, and crimes are forbidden too. I don't know how he has the nerve to say that. He's comparing what I did as if it were a crime. It's not a crime to test secrets in Brookhaven, and it never should be. And now the police officer arrived here and said, I never want to see you testing secrets again. Understand? Yes, unfortunately I understood, but I don't know what to do. I'm trapped here forever, so I'm getting out of here. There's even a truck coming here. Wait, you have to help me now. So much so that he stopped the truck, and luckily he's my friend. Look, I'm forbidden to test secrets in Brookhaven, and I want to go back to the city to test secrets, so you have to put me in your truck in a secret way. I'm going to get into the cargo of your truck, and I'll stay there. He said, okay, but this is illegal. It's good that they don't notice. Yes, I assure you they won't notice, and luckily this friend of mine is going to help me. But what we're doing is illegal. He can be arrested for doing this. So much so that he opened the cargo of his truck, and now I'm coming in here. But there's a lot of illegal stuff here. There are these items, and also things that he's not paying taxes on. I think that me being in his truck is the least of the problems he has. Now he closed his cargo, and he's coming here to drive the truck. Now he's driving it. Guys, everything is shaking. I'm going to have to sit here in the seat to really avoid problems. It seems he's returning to the city, and I hope everything here goes well. If this works out, I'll come back to test secrets. He didn't even care about that, and he's opening the gates here. Literally, he opened it, and now my friend managed to get back into the city. This is impressive. They don't check the trucks that enter the city, and I don't understand why I'm such a big problem for them, since I'm just a normal person, and my friend is even running the red light. He's really weird. He's literally committing several crimes, but I'd like to get out of his truck. Now finally he's stopping it. This is going to be very good. Okay, I want to get out of here now. I can't stand being stuck here any longer. So he opened the door. Look, thank you very much. And I'm already going to test secrets in Brookhaven to make the police officer very angry. He's going back there to take his cargo to the final destination. I don't know where he's taking it, but I'm coming here to test secrets. My friend teleported here. Look, finally I'm back, and I already want to test secrets. He said, test the flying tune secret. Actually, this isn't a secret. It's simply a bug. Guys, I'm coming to the church, and to do this bug, it's much easier than it looks. I'm going to have to press this button, and this tune will appear. But if I press this button, it disappears. And there's a chance this tune will disappear and end up underground with me inside. Now my friend arrived here, but the tune isn't descending. For some reason, it doesn't go down, and it's completely buggy, because before it used to go down there. I really don't know what happened, but it seems this bug doesn't work anymore. There's even a problem. The police officer arrived. Somehow he knows I'm here, so I'm going to go through the wall like this, and I'm going to remove the bed. Now the police officer is arriving here. He said, where's your friend? Look, I have to get out of here now. I'm going to literally have to do parkour. So much so that I jumped right at this part, and now I'm going down below, and I'm going to test one more secret in Brookhaven, just to make the police very angry. Okay, I got my car back, and for those of you who don't know, there are secret places with secret passages in Brookhaven. Now I'm coming right here, and for some reason there's a van. It's a super suspicious suspicious van because I've never seen it before. But now I'm coming here, and right in this part one can go through the wall. So I'm coming inside here, and I don't know what happened, but there's a lot of money down here. Literally, there's a lot of money. I don't know what this player is doing here, but who are you? Guys, he's looking here, and now he's aiming this item. Okay, I raised my hands to avoid problems. Look, I came here accidentally. I was just testing the secrets. He said, I don't care. You came arrested along with another player. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm being taken here in his van, and this is simply horrible because I'm handcuffed, and I can't get out of here. Even the police officer went down there, and he didn't see me here. I'm being taken up here, and this is horrible. Now I'm in this room, and it looks like I'm going to have to enter here. He said, I'm going to open the door, and when you come and give me all your money and cell phones. Okay, let's do this. But I ask you to lower that gun. And he obeyed me, and now I'm going to get out of here. I have to escape from here now, but he's already coming after me, and this is terrible because I don't know how I'm going to escape. Okay, I jumped here, but I'm handcuffed. I don't know how I'm going to escape. Luckily, he doesn't know that I jumped here, so I'm going back home because only my friend can help me. But it looks like he's eating a hamburger. He has to help me now because I'm handcuffed. He even has this sword, and he broke the handcuffs. Look, thank you very much. You really saved my life. He said, you're welcome, but what happened? While I was testing secrets, I literally discovered a crime. Our neighbor is a criminal, and we have to report him to the police now before someone falls into his trap. It looks like he's coming here in front, and let's follow him to make him get arrested. And I don't know why, but my friend is really scared. Look, the plan I had is a very simple plan, and we're going to save everyone. After all, everyone is in danger in this city. But I'm looking back here, and the police officer arrived. This is worse than it looks. Once again, I'm going to be arrested, and I'm going to be kicked out of the city again. So much so that he doesn't care about that. He doesn't care that there are crimes happening in the city because he just wants to arrest me. That's all he wants to do. Now I'm out here again, and I'm going to test another way to get back into the city. I have to stop the crime that's happening now because someone could lose all the money they have. I'm going to have to prove that the player who lives in that house is a criminal. The problem is that the police don't believe me. He said, why would we believe a criminal? They really don't care about us. But guys, I'm prepared to do something very important. They don't know what I'm about to do. But now I put this cannon here, and literally I'm going to fly out. Perfect. Now I'm flying here, and I'm pretty far away. But I'm going to use this cannon one more time because I have to escape from the police officer who's arriving here. I finally managed to escape, and now I arrived right at his house. Okay, that was great. I arrived exactly at the place I'm investigating in Brookhaven. You can see that the police officer is coming here, but he doesn't know where I went. He's going to have to look for me. I can literally be in any house. My friend is planting a lot of corn in his house, and the police officer is looking for me at his house. But this way you won't be able to find me, especially because I'm up here. In fact, I'm coming here, and now he put more lasers. These lasers weren't here before. I swear all of this is new. He put several lasers, so people won't come into that room. But I'm watching here, and he left that room's door open, so I'm coming outside, and this way I'll be able to get in here. Look, this was easier than it seems. There's also drinks here, and I'm drinking them, and I'm enjoying it. After all, it's free. There's also a place where you can take money, but I wonder if there's anyone inside. As far as I know, this criminal wants players' money, and the police officer came here, but it was very good that he came here, because he's going to find out what's happening. There are literally lasers that prevent him from coming here. Look, I'm right in front of you, and you can't come here. He said, I'm going to arrest you, you criminal, but you're not seeing what's happening here. You're literally at a crime scene, but it seems he doesn't care about that. Actually, he just jumped here, and this is worse than it looks. Guys, I have to save the player who's trapped here, because I've already understood that the police officer won't do it. So much so that I'm breaking this gate. Perfect! I broke it, and there's a player here. Look, now you're free. You can leave here. He said, he stole millions of dollars in my house, so I'm going to arrest that player. I swear to you. Now finally he's free. But I'm being arrested. Once again, I'm being arrested in Brookhaven, and this is very unfair, because I saved a player. The player who was saved is arriving here. He said, he saved me. Why don't you arrest the real criminal? But the police officer is looking here. He said, because I don't care. I just want that player to never come back to the city. And this is really weird. He really wants to kick me out of Brookhaven. He wants me to never come back to the city. But I have a crime to solve. I also have secrets to test. But I'm being taken here. And once again, I can't come back to Brookhaven. I'm going to test another way to get back into the city. I have to stop the crimes that are happening. But this time I'm going to try a different way. And I'm definitely going to need this helmet. Okay, now I have this car. And I'm going farther. I'm going to accelerate my car to top speed. And this way I'll be able to go over this border. So much so that I'm arriving here. And I literally ended up jumping up here. Okay, that worked. And now I'm going to escape. I really managed to jump over the border. But now once again I'm being followed. But I'm arriving right at the place where the criminal is. And he's still here. I hope I can get him arrested, because he deserves to be arrested for everything he did. I'm arriving right here, and the criminal is in there. I swear to you he's here. He said, I'll see, and if it's true you'll be free. This is really true. So much so that he's coming here, and now he's going down here to see everything that's here. But guys, everything here disappeared, and now the criminal left. Literally, he's escaping, and he won't be arrested. I can't believe this is happening. Now he's coming to his house, and he just left there. I don't know what's happening, but his house is on fire. Okay, that was really weird. So much so that he ended up leaving here. Literally, he ended up destroying his whole house. His house is being completely burned, and this is worse than it looks. Once again, I was arrested, but I want you to see his house. Literally, his house is on fire, and he did it on purpose. Really, his house was completely destroyed. I don't know how the police officer doesn't realize this is suspicious. I swear to you that he's a criminal. He said, I thought you were telling the truth, but you were lying. Look, I'm not lying. In fact, now you can see that he's passing by here, and literally he is a criminal. I'm very angry about this. So I finally broke these handcuffs, and now I'm coming after him. So much so that I activated super speed to get here. Now he got out of his car, and he's trying to stop me. He really is a criminal. So I have to get out of here now. I can't let him catch me. So I'm going to hide right here, and he doesn't know where I am, and he doesn't know where I might be hiding. Now I'm behind this tree, but he saw me here. Okay, this is terrible. My hand is showing here in front, and this is my end. And there's nothing I can do. Really, this will be my end. Luckily, the police officer arrived here, and he saw what's happening. Now this player is going to be arrested. He even got scared and raised his hands. Finally, he's going to be arrested. And now you know that I was telling the truth. So much so that finally he ended up being arrested because the police officer helped me. So I'm going back home. But my friend is still eating a hamburger, and I don't know how you take so long to eat that. He said, it's because it's infinite. And that actually makes sense. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the member button, and I'll add you on Roblox.